Hi friends, welcome to Storytime with Jess. Today we are reading The Big Birthday Surprise. This book is by Dave Ramsey, and in this book, Junior discovers giving. Junior ran into the kitchen and did a sock slide past the fridge. Looking at the calendar, he announced, "Only 5 more days till my birthday." Meow. Scout was not impressed. As Junior bounced on the bus, he thought of all the gifts that he would get for his birthday. He asked for a scooter and an army man, a video game, and a real guitar. Oh, and a drum set. That was all. He could hardly wait. "Okay, class," Mrs. Harper began. "This week is our food drive for the children's home. We're asking each student to bring in 3 food items. Then, at the end of the week, I'll choose 2 of you to help me deliver it." Emma raised her hand. "Why don't the kids have food?" "Well, they do right now, but these children don't have moms and dads to take care of them. So every year, we try to help by giving the home something that the children can use." As Junior ate lunch that day, he thought about those children without moms and dads. He thought about them on the bus ride home, and he especially thought about them at dinner that evening. "Mom," he said before taking his first bite, "may I have a can of corn, a can of peas, and 2 boxes of mac and cheese?" Mom looked at Junior's full plate and scrunched her brow. "It's for the kids at the children's home," he exclaimed. "We're collecting food at school." "Oh, Junior!" Mom stood up and wrapped him in a hug. "Of course, take as much as you want." As the days went by, Junior watched the pile of cans and boxes grow bigger and bigger. Then, on Friday, Mrs. Harper made an announcement. "After school today, I'll be delivering all the food to the children's home. Emma, Junior, would you like to go with me?" Junior gulped. He wasn't so sure that he wanted to go meet these kids without moms and dads. What would they look like? What would they talk about? What would they do? Junior carried a box of food and slowly followed Mrs. Harper and Emma up the steps to the big house. Before Miss Harper could even knock, a smiling woman opened the door. A dozen laughing kids quickly surrounded them. "Mac and cheese, my favorite!" A boy about Junior's age reached for the box. "Here, I'll take that to the kitchen. I'm Chris. What's your name?" I'm Junior," Junior answered, following Chris to the kitchen. After putting the food away, the boys headed outside. "Want to play catch?" Junior asked. "Well, I don't have a baseball glove," Chris answered, "but do you like to climb trees?" He bounded up a tree and swung from the limb. "Cool!" Junior was right behind him. They played and played until Mrs. Harper called Junior to go. That night, as Junior was settling into bed, his mom stopped by his room. "Good night, sweetie. Big day tomorrow." Junior had almost forgotten. The party. Junior grinned back at her. He knew how hard she had worked on the party. And she had invited just about every kid he knew. But as Junior tried to fall asleep, he just kept thinking about one kid, Chris. He was the only boy Junior knew who didn't have a baseball glove. The next morning was a blur of streamers and balloons and presents. In no time, Junior was holding the last gift in his hand. It was a plain white envelope, but from the look on Grandma's face, Junior knew it had to be good. He carefully pulled the flap open and looked inside. Whoa! Junior ran to his grandmother, clutching the crisp $100 bill. "Thanks, Grandma. Thanks 100. Spend it wisely, she answered with a wink. When the last guest left before the door had even closed, Junior turned to his dad. Hey, Dad, will you drive me to the store? Is that $100 bill already burning a hole in your pocket? Dad laughed. Let me help clean up some of this first, then we can go. Thanks, Dad, Junior yelled halfway up the stairs. A little later, Junior met his dad at the bottom of the stairs. What's all this? Dad asked, noting the big box of toys in Junior's hands. After we go to the store, could we take these to the children's home? I think they could use them. Of course, Dad answered. Mom's face wrinkled into a weird smile, and her eyes welled up with tears. Dad spoke for both of them. That is such a thoughtful thing to do, Junior. We are so proud of you. At the children's home that afternoon, the kids were so excited about all the toys. Junior looked around for his new friend. He finally spotted Chris walking toward him. Hey, Junior, thank you for all the toys. You want to play a game of checkers? Well, Junior said, pulling a gift from out of his backpack. I thought you might like to play with this instead. Chris's eyes grew wide as he unwrapped a brand new baseball and glove. Junior grinned. Want to play catch? Are you kidding me? Chris answered. He ran for the door with Junior right behind him. Thanks, Dad, Junior said as they rode home that night. That was the best birthday ever. And they both knew that the best birthday present was the one Junior gave away. The end. Thank you so much for joining us today with Storytime with Jess. Be sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next.